Hello YouTube. It's been a while. No, I'm not back on YouTube full time, but I did recently post a couple videos on my TikTok channel, which is mostly my cats playing with laser toys, but did some review of some precision screwdriver kits I bought. Thought I'd bring them over here on YouTube so I could do a more in-depth review. Those of you that might know my channel know that I tend to like Milwaukee, Klein, and Fantech, which is my computer is over here. This whole kind of series came about because I was working on a encoder at work, and I needed, I think it was about a 1.5 millimeter straight. Didn't have it. I'm also a fan of Weehaw, by the way, but my Weehaw kit didn't have one. I'm sure they make one, but I didn't have it. And my go-to, I had one of these, but it was at home. So I instantly hopped on Amazon and bought another one. This is a Klein set. It's actually pretty nice. Pretty decent. It's got a bunch of bits in it. And it has what I need. This is, I want to say it's around 25 to 30 bucks. It's good. Oh, let's see here. Some of the special things about this kit is it goes from this length to this length. And yes, I have food dye on my hands. It's not going to come off. I need to get to work and get my grip clean to get that off. But like I said, this changes sizes. It's Klein. I've always been quite happy with Klein. Let's see here. This goes down to 1.0 millimeter. So yeah, this will do what I need. The only thing I'm not too fond about is, oh, this is a big case. I mean, look at that thing. And the other thing is, nothing really holds these bits in if it were to fall over. So while I was on Amazon buying this, another kit was recommended to me. I buy a lot on Amazon. It's this Ezarc kit. And no, it don't come with the stickers. I'm an anime geek. Actually, I'm a geek in general, as you can tell from my kind of lame shirt here. I decided to give it a try. This was around 20-25 bucks. Now, see, nothing comes out. I like how slim it is. Now, I will say that this kit, oh, I just put my magnetic phone case on top of some bits. This case is a lot better than I expected. You know, it has, a whole bunch of bits. Now watch this. Notice how none of them fell out. Well, as you know, with kits like this or other ones, how well they stay in tends to be based on how tight the thing is, which means the better they stay in, the more a pain they are to put in and out. These sit here magnetically. That's how easy they are to get on and off. They just sit there. And you saw how well they stayed on. Now, you'll see a little button here. You push that up. This is the screwdriver, or the handle, if you will. It's got a rotator down here. It is magnet, has a small magnet in here. It's not hard to pull out, but you can definitely feel the tension there. And this was about the same price as the Klein kit, which kind of disappointed me, but I bought it anyway. I think it was like 25 bucks. So it's got a crap ton of bits. I think it actually has more than my Klein kit does. Actually, I could tell it does. Just looks like it's got almost double. This to put it back in, you just and it is really smooth and easy to get in and out. It's already back in. Simple pop. Slides in and out real easy. Now, I haven't actually used these at work yet because I've been on my days off. We'll see if the bits hold up at all. I might have a new tool brand I'm a fanboy of, because this is quite well designed. My only beef with this is when I bring anything with a magnet over it, like my new iPhone case, the bits pop up and you can feel them hit here, but since it's got such tight tolerances inside, yet somehow it's open smoothly. So I pull it away, they fall right back where they're supposed to. They don't actually get out of their spot, so I like that. Now, like I said, I was a little upset with the price. So, I bought 2 more kits. Oh, before I get into that, the main reason I went and got this was how slim it is. I figured I'd give it a try because it's so slim. Look at the bulk. This is a metal case, by the way. I think it's aluminum. You can tell, I'm sorry. You can tell how much difference that is. It's like double or close to triple the thickness. And almost the same. Actually, the Klein's wider. Dang. Klein's wider in every dimension. Let's see here. Except for height. The Ezarc has it on height by just a little. But I use a small tool bag at work. And this will slide in it a lot better. So, don't know. So we'll see how well it works at work. I don't use them that much, but when I'm working on sensors, or in this case I was working on a plug for this encoder, which somebody actually designed a plug that was smart for once. Instead of being soldered, you screwed in the connector so it was reusable. Thank you, whoever designed that. It's nice not to have to try and solder stuff on that side of a crane. So, mad props to whoever designed that plug. Seriously. But, like I said, I saw this and I thought, hey, well, I saw one kit that was like $8. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm try out. Another kit was the $8 kit was actually like $7.48, and this other kit was $13.90. I'm gonna go to the $13.90 kit next. I tend to go through tools a lot, lose them, break them, whatever. This is $13.90 kit. Also, metal case. Doesn't slide out as easily. I believe that is due to these tabs that are on the side. They're barely there. I plan on grinding these off. Yeah, I'm grinding them off. It also holds, well, I'm just going to go ahead and pop that out. I'll explain why here in a second. This also holds the bits quite well. Also has quite a few of them. There's one reason why this is getting added to my kits. Look at, I don't know if you can see that very well, but if you look at the ends, you'll see that the pointy ends are a hair longer. Well, not hair. Somewhere between around 50% to 100% longer. I didn't measure, but they're longer. I like that. There's times when that'll come in handy. Honestly, I don't know how often. But sure as crap, I don't take this to work. I'm going to need it. It never fails. So, I only have 2 gripes about this kit. Otherwise, I love it. This does not hold in by magnetic force. It holds in, oh, sorry, not very good at the backwards thing, by clip. And it doesn't hold in that well. First time I took this out, it shook right out. So I went ahead and popped it out because I did not want it flying all over the place. I will say, I actually like the swivel on it better than I like the one on the Ezarc. Not by much, but it just seems, I like the designing a little better. It's got these little knurls on it. And, let's see here. Let's try the magnet inside of it. the magnet down here is not even half the strength as the Ezarc. But let's also be real. Do you really need that much magnetic strength when you're working with one of these? I mean, well, it's a little more than half. I say it's about 75% of the strength of the Ezarc. But let's also be fair. Let's compare that to the Klein. Okay, the Klein's got stronger than the Ezarc. I'm going to put a Klein bit in the Ezarc. See if that changes anything. Well, for one, the Klein and the Jkemy does not fit. So they're not universal. Something to keep in mind. Honestly, I kind of figured they would be, but guess not. This one's got a bigger opening. Now, I'm curious. We're going to discover this together. We're going to try it Ezarcs and then Jkemy, sorry. Ezarc fits in the Jkemy. Ooh. Actually, I think part of the Ezarcs is the bits. Something about them just... Alright. Let's go the other way. This is what I meant. See how this doesn't have any knurling on it? I mean, they're both smooth. That's the only thing I like more about the Jkemy. Let's try this. The bits in. Yeah. There's something about the Ezarc bits because I put these Jkemy bits in here and there's no feel to them as far as magnetic goes. So I don't know if it's the bits or just how strong the magnet force is on this Kate and it imparts it to the bits, maybe. But oh wait, well, I think I was doing it wrong. Because you take these bits from the Ezarc and bring them over here to the Jkemy, it's much stronger. Could be that these Jkemy bits are made out of different metal. Not as ferrous. I don't know. Something to consider. If you're thinking about buying one kit and supplementing it with bits from the other kit, probably not a good idea. But might not be a bad idea for me to, because if you look at the total length of the bits, they're about the same. I'm going to hold these up here. This is just how far back they machined the pointy part. So you might be able to try moving the pointy bits over and seeing if it's the case that does the difference. I'm not going to bother with that. I'll just keep this other kit as a spare spot in my locker somewhere. So this, I'm disappointed with the smoothness of the operation of this Jkemy. I'm disappointed with the fact that this clips in and is not magnetic. But I think it's fair to point out that this is roughly half the cost of the other one. So I think I'm being a little nitpicky here. Is this kit worth 15 bucks? Honestly, yeah. You got a ton of bits on this thing. It's worth the $15. Now, the only thing that's another. I will tell you that this thing, oh, nope, that's just hair. I was going to say, wow, that scratched up easy. I thought this was a scratched up, but my cat's apparently been on my keyboard mat. Picked up a cat hair. I'm going to smooth this. I'm going to grind this out. I'm going to figure out a way to make this come in and out smoother. But that's my biggest gripe about this thing, honestly. That annoys the piss out of me. Pardon my language. For those that consider that a cuss word, I don't. But That and this annoys me. I don't think I can do anything about. But again, it's a $15 kit, and it's got a ton of features. Now, for 748, I present you the MIQ kit. It's a plastic case. And if you get nothing else out of this MIQ kit, don't bother. Don't waste your money. This is going to my junk drawer. I despise this kit. When I got it, which by the way, the Jkemy and the MIQ came in today. The Ezarc came in a few days ago. Let's see here if I can figure out how to open this stupid thing again. Where's my... Okay, here we go. Last time, to get this open the first time, I had to pry it open with a knife. Which is exactly what you want to have happen with your kit. Screwdriver kit, right? Let's see here. Come on. Shouldn't be that bad this time since... Let's just say the quality control on this was pathetic. Okay? I mean, look at that gap. I'm not going to shake this. Well, done this once before. I know what's going to happen. But here we go. You saw how easy it was to shake the other kits. I'm putting this box up here for a reason. You see they're all in there, right? Well, there's one. There's another. Now just a small tap. I was much, much harsher to the other two kits. Look how many fell out. Pathetic. Now, one thing is, if I didn't have my hand on the Jkemy kit, this part would have fell out on it. It did not fall out on this one. This one has, well, I won't say it's as good as the first one. It's just kind of squeaky, kind of rough. Hold on, let me bring this back up. The fit and finish on it ain't good. But I could forgive everything about this for the price. For the price point, this is decent. But the kit, the case is just pathetic. The bits. There's all pretty much. Oh, I'd say it's half of the Jkemy's build magnetic force. It's probably enough to get your job done. Let's be real. Again, you don't generally need much. Generally, when you're working with stuff like this, you're working with screws that are like 3-4 millimeters long. If you're working with anything that's more than 1/4 of an inch, you're probably not working with anything like this. Alright. Let's see here. Now, the reason why I do that test is because when you get something like this in these kind of cases, these are meant to be thrown in a tool bag. And kind of the whole thing about this kit is the fact that it holds its bits in magnetically. Though its handle is also held in by clip. Though it's credit where credit's due, the clip is held in great. The clip was held in quite strong. But the plastic is just, everything about this screams crap. I'm disappointed. This is something I'd expect to find at the Dollar Tree, maybe at Dollar General at $5 max. It's, if it wasn't for the fact that I had to go through all the process of printing up the return label and then making a special trip to the post office, which is actually farther away from me than work, I'd be sending this crap back. This is going to go in a junk drawer. Or I might take it to work and use it as a loaner. Because just no. This is MIQ. It's sold on Amazon. A little under $8. Now, if you're going to take this and use it at your house, and all you're working on is like eyeglasses and stuff like that, go ahead. I'm an electrical tech, and when I look at things, I look at them from using them in the field. I'm climbing on cranes. I'm working around stuff, motors. I'm working with grease and stuff. Something like this, that is just, I mean, even looks like it's going to fall apart on me. The quality on it's just, ugh. And please, forget the glasses. I get new ones ordered, finally. Yeah, I like to go off on tangents. My brain doesn't work like normal person's. But do keep in mind that when I'm reviewing stuff, I'm reviewing it from that point of view. As somebody who literally relies on this stuff to get his job done. That's why I'm a Klein fanboy. So if you're going to put this in a drawer somewhere, and you're going to touch it maybe once a year or something, it'll probably do just fine for you. Honestly, I'd probably recommend it for that. Because it does have the cover that snaps on. Just when you first get it, don't throw it in a drawer and forget about it. Get the knife, or not a knife, don't hurt yourself. Get a proper prying tool, whatever that is for you. Normally that'd be a flathead screwdriver, but I was in a hurry. Okay, I wasn't in a hurry, but I was really wanting to see what it was like. Nah, not very. As you can tell, I'm disappointed. But pop that cover off. Make sure you got it popped off. Make sure everything's there. Then put the cover back, and throw it in your drawer. It'd probably be great for that. Honestly, best I could tell it would be. And for the amount of bits and everything, I still think it's overpriced. For that, I think you could go down to the dollar store or something, probably find something better. But I haven't looked, so maybe not. I'm not looking for that. When I was pricing this stuff, I was looking for something to throw in my tool bag. So I want to be fair in my reviews. Now, this was not this. As soon as I got it in, actually, as soon as I ordered it, I thought, this isn't going to go in my tool bag. Which is why, when this was being offered, I said, hey, everybody that buys this is also looked at or whatever. Amazon has it. This is perfect size for sliding in my tool bag. This is too daggone bulky. But we have what's called a clean room, which is where we do stuff. Got tables and stuff. And more where you can spread out. And my locker, my tool, well, it's called a locker. It's where I keep all my tools and crap. I don't actually have a toolbox at work. I actually have you can see that safe behind me? I have about twice that much space at work for a locker. It's pretty sweet. And it's pretty full. So this is going to go in there, and it's going to become what I call my clean room tools. It's for when I'm doing a project where I can sit down and take my time. But since I did the whole shake test to all the others, let's see how the Klein does. Okay, seriously? I didn't expect the bits to stay in here. Okay, now I'm even more disappointed in the $8 one. This one isn't even designed to have that kind of capability. Yeah, this fell out. Yeah, it's literally just sits there. But the bit stayed in. MIQ? No. You've disappointed me, MIQ. Very, very disappointed in you. That is not how I expected that to go. I thought at least half the bits would fall out. Now, to be fair, these are going to wear out over time. The bit holders. And they will all fall out. Which is why something like this, sorry, I have my fingers, here. The little magnetic base, or whatever you want to call it, it's so nice. Easy to get in, easy to get out. This is going in my primary tool bag. I don't know. These slightly long ones, I need to take them to work because it's sure as crap. If I don't, I'm going to need them. Because you got these slightly longer bits. Plus, I go to work, I've got my grinders and stuff. I can file off those edges and make this work smoother. I will make it work better. Or destroy it trying. Now, as far as the MIQ, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I want to take it to work and use it as a loaner, but I also don't want to give up the space in my tool bags, in my locker. It may not seem like a lot of space, but it's still, I need to be able to see it, know where it's at. And right now, we don't have any problem electricians like we used to have one, who would forget who he borrowed it from or would destroy what he borrowed. He's no longer there, so not too worried about the guys if they borrow my stuff, you know, not giving it back to me in decent shape. Still not borrowing my Klein or this one. No, I actually am surprisingly quite fond of this already. I've already used this once here at the house. Now this one's a repair it. Yeah, actually, if I can get this running smooth, I see myself buying this as gifts for some of the guys that I work with. But that's my review. Kind of long-winded. The Klein, as always, this isn't my first time buying one of these. I have one at the house. I just didn't have it at work when I needed it. But that's my fault. You never go wrong with Klein. Problem is, like I said, this just doesn't fit my tool bag. My tool bag's slim. I like it that way. I don't need to carry a bunch of crap around. This was recommended. Good job, Amazon. Again, doesn't come with the cool stickers. I'm an anime geek, as you can tell from the stickers behind me. Deal with it. I'm actually, if the bits hold up even half as well as Klein bits, let's face it, with these little precision bits, they break easy. They're small. So, if you work in the field where you're dealing with these on a professional level, you're used to buying new ones. That's why I buy Klein. This one, let's see here. Both of these get somewhere between a 4.8 and a 5.0 star out on 5.0 star scale. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the Ezarc actually gets a higher point. I'm going to give this a 4.9. Form factor, it's got more bits, it's more convenient. It's hard to the crap out of me. Overall, this is a 4.9. This does have the slightly more useful screwdriver or handle with the ability to change sizes, lengths, but I really haven't seen anywhere where I need that much extra length on it. Now they do have another one that actually goes from like this much where you get super torque to that. Very nice. This is a good kit. I'm going to give this a 4.7 to 4.8 score on a 5. It's a nice heavy duty kit. The one I've had at the house I've had for a year. Maybe a little more. Good kit. The Jkemy. I'm going to put this... the fit is my big turn off on this. So I'm going to have to rate this... somewhere between a 3.8 and a 4.2 because the price point makes me want to rate it a little higher because it was only like 15 bucks. If it was the same price point as this one, it'd probably be down around 3.5. But I mean, it does have less bits. I mean, you can see how much fewer bits it has. Feet on both sides. But they are longer, so it's got a little more utilization there. But the fit is bad, and that is not being held in there well. I've actually got a plan to fix that now. Kind of think about it, I've got these little bitty magnets that are I'll be fixing that. Let's just put it that way. At least I'm gonna try. Another thing to think of, I have enough. I like this wool enough that my attempts to fix it, if I end up screwing up this case, but I think I've got it down pat to fix it, I will buy another one. If I will keep one of these, period. This Ezarc, do not stop selling this, because in a month, I plan on buying 2 more. Because any kit that I like, I always buy a spare of. Klein, well, this is my second one, so. MIQ, you get a 2. And I consider myself being generous, and that's only because of your price point. Actually, your price point actually makes me want to drop you down to about 1.5, kind of thing about it. You do have a lot of bits. You do have some functionality. The handle's decent. Actually, the handle's decent. Yeah. I can't give above a 2 on this. I just can't. It costs too much and has too crappy of quality. Now, even with this form factor, if the quality was good, I could give it a 3. Because it is a screwdriver kit. For me, a 3 means you do exactly what you say you're going to do. But this isn't doing what it says it's going to do. It just ain't. So that's my review. Buy it. Buy it. Consider buying it. Avoid it. And this has been a very, very long-winded Jkemy out review.